Good morning, traders. Another analysis in a stock market, uh, exactly in a Starbucks today. My name is Jacob and I'm from FINEIGHT, and we'll start with trend line because in the topic we have weekly trend line strong wall. If you connect two pivot lows, one from 2009 and the second from 2018, look, really 9 years, 9 years. Okay, look what happened. Market stopped at the trend line here. You see a very nice rejection. Look, market stopped there. And you connected 2 points that are far away. 9 years is difference between those 2 points. It's really crazy. Look, market stopped there. So you have a very strong trend line. Many people ask me, do you draw trend lines that you connect bodies or wicks? On weekly chart, I prefer bodies. Why? Because from Monday to Friday, you have 5 days, and market is trading in some range. And in most cases, the body is 80% of the activity, and the wick is something like extreme. It's not some normal situation. That's the reason why I prefer to draw the trend line through bodies, because we had maybe 80% of the activity there. Wick is something like extreme, some rejection, so I really don't care. It doesn't have a value for me. So we have very strong trend line. Look here, the rejection. What is very nice rejection? A few sentences ago I told you that it's the wick. Look, this red candle, small body, big wick. What happened? Market through the trend line or break through the trend line to the downside. And what happened? Almost immediately come back above the trend line. That's very, very strong signal. You have very nice rejection, very, very long wick, very nice rejection. And market closed on Friday above the trend line. That's very strong signal because the market opened, went through the trend line and come back above the trend line in 1 week. That's very nice rejection. Nobody wanted to trade lower prices. So that's the reason why I have a rejection here. We are at the zone. Look here. What is the zone? What is it about? It's low volume node on the volume profile. Nobody wanted to open the trade there. Okay, so it's another point of view here. Another confirmation. Market spent also maybe 3.5 years from 2015 to 2018 November. 3.5 years spent in the trading range. And the border of the trading range, in this case also the border of the value area, because 80% of trades were done in this area. If you look at the volume profile, it's another very strong pattern because it's a border of the value area. It's a border of support and resistance, very strong. We saw the rejection and the trend line. Very nice patterns. Now, if you look at the top, this trend line is something like very minor trend line because we connect points that are very close. So I have it here only to see where market can stop, but we have a less possibility that market will stop at the trend line, at this minor trend line, if we compare the probability of this trend line that it will work and this trend line. Above the market we have also gaps. Here is gap on a weekly chart. Market has tendency to fill those gaps because it's something like a yin and yang. You have to repair the structure. Gap is broken structure. So you have to fill and repair the structure. That's the reason why I see some magnets above the market again. We'll switch to daily chart. Look, there are gaps here. Here is the gap. here was the gap, here was the gap, and look what happened. Market filled those areas. So we had the confirmation for our idea that market has tendency to fill areas where nobody wanted to open the trade. Where is the gap? Look, there was a trend line. And what was here? Very nice pattern. 1, 2, 3 pattern. 1, 2, 3 pattern. There was very nice entry point with stop loss below the point number 3. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. Nobody wanted to trade here, so market was pushing higher. But then sellers thought that yes, market will go lower because we have a crisis, because they don't trade what they see, they trade what they think. 90% of traders do that, and that's the mistake. So they open short trades. But what happened? Buyers had more power to push market higher. So it was very nice entry here. Well, look what happened. Small correction, small pullback, but market is going higher. That's the reason why this trade has big possibility to be a winning trade. Well, I will switch again to weekly chart. Where is our maximum profit target? Well, market has tendency to fill gaps. So my final profit target would be here, 86.67. Or maybe at the trend line. Yes, we have less possibility to stop the market at this trend line, but there is some possibility. And that's the reason why it's good to point for the final profit target. We have plans to create something like alert manager for almost 2,000 trades where we will draw trend lines. So it takes some time, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, but then we will send you or show you our trades if they hit the trend line. So I hope that we will create that, because we are not able to monitor 2,000 trades at this moment for this pattern. We do that for the different strategy, but I'd like to do that also for trend lines because it has a very strong power. Maybe one last sentence. Try to draw trend lines on a weekly chart, not on a daily chart. You have too much noise there. If you want to enter trades on a daily chart, you have to, or you must, start with your analysis on a weekly chart or a monthly chart, because you have to do top-down analysis from a weekly perspective, from a long-term perspective, to smaller time frames. Because on a daily chart, there is a possibility that you will hold a trade for 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 days. Nobody knows. And that's a very big range. 10 days. 2 candles. So you have to, on a weekly chart, so you have to understand where you are. If you are in the middle of the trading range, you are at the border, you are at the trend line, you see some rejection. You really need to know what happened on a bigger time frame, because bigger time frame is more serious for the market and has more value, or is more valuable for your ideas. Thank you for your attention, guys. This was the SBUX market again, with trend lines, value areas, rejection, point of control. It was, let's say, from 50% the educational video, but I think it's good to show some real trade on and put there some education, because you can understand it much more better. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your trades, guys. Bye.